Hi guys, welcome back to Lennox Bennett channel. Alright, we're gonna look at a few questions. Big up to all the persons who are doing the examination, all the best guys. Once take time want to big up Froome Technical High School in Westmoreland. Thank you guys for welcoming me in your school. Yeah, I really enjoyed it and I'm looking forward to more workshops. Alright, hopefully I can get to come back, talk to your people, them and let me organize it, guys. Let's go. All right, so this one says the number 3.14 correct to 3 decimal places. So they wanted to put it to 3 decimal places. And what that means, after the decimal point, there should be only 3 numbers. So let's look at the number. We have 3.14063. So as we said, guys, only 3 numbers must come after the decimal point. That's what it means when it's a 3 decimal places, right? So we know so what answer will come. We're going to stop here. But we have to come to the fourth digit. If this digit is 5 and over, we add 1. If it's 4 or less, we drop it off. All right. So the final answer would be 3.141 because we added 1 to the 0 because this number here is greater than 5. So it's 5 or greater. So our answer would be B. Remember, guys, you're encouraged to try. This one says, what percentage of 40 is 8? What percentage of 40 is 8? What's the answer, guys? Now, 8, so it's 8 over 40. Percent mean out of 100, right? 8 into itself 1 time, 8 into 40, 5. 5 into this 1, so that is 20%. So that would have been B. Number 3 says the standard notation 2803 is written as, so they wanted to put it in standard form. Now, standard form should be between, very important, between 0 and 10. So guys, you see this decimal place here, we have to carry it here because it has to be like 1 point something, 2 point something, 3 point something, 4 point something, 5 point something, 6 point something, 7 point something, 8 point something, or 9 point something. That's the only way you can write standard form. So we have to move the decimal place. And of course, we count the number of places we move. So we move 1 time and then another one 2 times. So it will be 2.0806 because we move the decimal place to here. But we have to show that how many places we move. Now we move 2 times, so it's 10 to the second power. So that's how the number or the power is called. Based on where the position was and you get it, you have to move it 2 times. So you have to show that you move it 2 times. Now you need to also determine if it's positive or negative. Now, one of the things that I always tell my students to make it easier for them, when you multiply this number, you're supposed to get back the original. So when you multiply 2.08 times 6, 2.80806 times 100, because 10 to the second power is 100, you're supposed to get the 208 that you originally had. So that's all you can know. All right, so it should have been positive. Or you can look at it this way and say, where is the original decimal point located? To the right, right? So when this is positive, we move to our right. So that would have been C. Hope everybody all right. Hope everybody all right. Big up Froome Technical. All right. Hope you guys put in some work. Guys. Big up your administration. Big up your principal. Big up Miss Barrett. Big up to the other teachers. All right. Keep working hard, guys. Looking for great things from you guys. Number 4 says, what is the least number of apples that can be shared equally among 6 10 or 15 children. So what they want us to do, right, is to find the least. So we can have least multiples of these numbers, right? 6 plus 6, that's 12. 12 plus that, 18. 18 plus that, 24. 18 plus that, why may I say 18? 6 plus that, right? I do the same thing for 10. 10 and 10, 20, 30, 40, 15 plus 15, 30. The first number that comes, that would be it. So our answer would have been 30. Just like what we do in PEP, right? To find the lowest common multiple. All right. Let's move on to number 5. Ratio, guys, ratio. Where are my PEP students? If $350 is shared in the ratio 2 to 5, the larger share is, so they want us to find the larger share, all right? The ratio is proportional. So what we need to do, we need to figure out the grand total. So what we do, we add the ratio. So that's 7. Now, the larger share would have been 5 out of the, we call this the whole. All right, so the larger share would have been 5 out of 7, because out of the 5, out of the total 7 shares, the larger share would have been 5, right? So we can multiply that now by 350. Prep students always put it over 1, so we do that. 70 to 1, 7 to 35, that's 5, right? And put back the 0. Now 5 times 5 is 25. So that would have been $250. So the larger share is 250. The smaller share would have been 2 out of the 7. So you multiply the 50 by 2. So 1 share basically 50. That's another way you can look at it, right? We could have said that since it's a total of 7 shares and the total is 350, 1 share would be equal to 350 divided by 7. So 1 share is $50. And then, of course, 5 shares would have been 5 times $50, which is $250. And of course, 2 shares times the 50 will give you the 100. So there are more than one way to look at it, guys. All right. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my channel. Big up the Froome Technical High School again. All right. Hope you guys putting in the work, guys. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's move on to the next one. Big up every school in Jamaica, same way, you know. I know some of you guys, administration, probably get me there as well. Looking forward to that. Start the workshop now, guys. If you want a particular topic, I'm gonna look at it. I can come and look at it. Let's go. All right, number 6 says there are 40 students in a class. Girls make up 60% of the class. 25% of the girls wear glasses. How many girls in the class wear glasses? So let's look at it from the standpoint that there are 40 students in the class and girls make up 60%. So let's us figure out how many girls are there. So since girls 60%, 60 out of 100 times the 40. That will give us the total number of girls. So 6 times 4, 24 girls. So we are considering 24 girls in total. And it says out of that 24 girls, a quarter or 25%. So we need to find 25% of the quarter. Well, after 24. And of course, this into this goes 4 times 40 itself 1, 6. So 6 girls wear glasses. Big up to all the people who wear glasses, you know. Yeah. All right, if the universal set U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and H is equal to 3, 4, 6, then H complement is. So guys, first of all, we need to know what this little stroke means. All right. Now this means not in H. So that's how you can look at it. It's in the universal set, not in H though. So let's list the universal set, elements of the universal set, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But in H, we have these 3, so we can get rid of 3, 4, and 6. So what that leave? 1, 2, and 5. So that would be our answer. It's in the universal set, but it's not in H. All right. My PEP students, that's coming up in the curriculum base as well. You guys, marathon is tomorrow, Sunday as well. All right. What the power me putting in, guys? What the power? Which of the following statements describes the set of integers from -3 to +6? So it's from -3 to +6. Now we can exclude A because guess what? Yeah, it doesn't include it, right? All right, so that's, and the signs turn on already, different wrong way as well. All right, let's look at this one. This one can exclude this one too. This one is greater than. For this one, we have less than. This can go for the 3 and also for the 6. So we include the 6 and we include the 3. So this line here, guys, show that you include. You have to look at it like from that standpoint of view. This means you include -3 and you include -6. So it's equal to, less than or equal to. All right. So that would have been C. A very nice one. Students have to look carefully at those. All right. Can easily make a mistake. All right. Number 9 says, if X and Y are two finite sets such that X is equal to 9 and the number in Y is 10, and when you combine X and Y is equal to 15, then what is the intersection? So we could try to draw the Venn diagram. It's always good to have a visual of what you're doing, right? That will help your students. Big up to everybody who support me, guys. I appreciate it so much. I get the opportunity to go to the Froome School to meet some persons. It is my pleasure. Or it was my pleasure. All right, so the number in X is 9, and the number in 10, the number in Y rather is 10. But when you add these two, you get 15. So what's the intersection? So the number in X plus the number in Y minus the intersection that must give you 15. So we can just form a little equation, right? So now we're not do deeper fancy thing. We could just do it straightforward now. So it would be 9. We could call the intersection X. Yeah, make it easier for students, right? So it's 9 plus 10 minus X is equal to 15. So this would be 19 minus X equal 15. And of course, minus X is equal to 15 minus the 19. So the number would be -4 when you subtract. This is bigger. So therefore, x is equal to 4. So the intersection should be 4. Let's see if it makes sense. I kind of like to do that all the time. All right, so we are saying that the intersection should be 4. That means if the total in x is 9, we're going to subtract to get the only, right? And same thing for this, we're going to subtract the 4 to give us 6. So these three numbers must add up to what? 15. So 6 plus 4 is 10, plus the 5 is 15. How many in x? 5 plus the 4. How many in y? 4 plus the 6. So that is correct. So our answer would have been 4. Very nice question. I like it. I like it. I think I've done this paper already on my channel, you know. But I swear we did this already. All right, guys, let's go. Let's go. Well, guys, if you guys want me to come to your school to do a workshop, talk to your maths department. This is my number to contact me, all right? If you want me to bearings, if you want me to circle theorem, if you want me to vectors, all right? If it's PEP, you want to make a step, you can do that as well. All right, item 10 refers to the following Venn diagram. In the Venn diagram, X represents the set of factors of 12, Y represents the set of factors of 9. The shaded region represents the set of factors of. So factors are numbers that can go into the number without leaving a remainder. So let us look at the numbers that we are considering for X, factors of 12, and for Y, factors of 9. So these are the two numbers that we're working with, all right? So I'm going to list the factors of 9. The numbers that can go into 9 are 1, 3, and 9 itself. Those are the only factors. And guys, please do not mix up multiples with factors. You guys would have done that at the PEP level, so not expecting anyone to make any mistake with those. All right, so let's list the factors of 12. 1, 2, since it's an even number, 3, 4, 6, and 12 itself. So we're going to look at what numbers that are common. So this is 1, 3. That's it. Now we have 1 and 3. And it says the shaded region represents the set of factors of. Now 1 and 3 are factors of 3. Very nice question. This, you know, to test your prime number skills, factors, and all of these. Very good. So number 10 would have been A. If you have not liked the book, this something like it, guys. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, and obviously you guys know if you do already. Which of the following pairs of set is an example of a disjoint set? So before we can say what's a disjoint set, before we can look at the answer, we need to know what a disjoint set. Now, a disjoint set means that there's no element that is common. So that means you over there, so me over here, so there's no intersection. All right. So is it whole numbers and rational numbers? Is it multiples of 5s and multiples of 10? Is it multiples of 2 and multiples of 3? Or is it D, even numbers and odd numbers? And that's definitely D. All of these will have some elements that are common to both, right? Because if you're going up by multiples of 2, eventually you're going to get 6 on those numbers, yeah. Multiples of 5, you start off with 5, 10, and right away you get the others. Same thing with the whole numbers and the rational numbers. You have elements that are common to both sets. But with a disjoint set, there's no element that is common. There's no even number that can ever be odd. All right. All right. Let's remember this is a number to call in, guys. The students in teacher May's class have either a dog or a cat, or none of the two. So it's either you have a cat, or you have a dog, or you have none at all. All the students who have a cat also have a dog. And we'll get that from up here, right? Even though they put it in, we could have already deduced that if you have a cat, you have a dog. So you have both. All right. And this says now, if the number of cats per person is about 12, and of course, the number of dogs, which is 16. Which of the following Venn diagrams correctly represent this information? So remember this saying, guys, either a dog or a cat, or none. Oh, me I read it wrong. So it's either you have a cat or you have a dog or you don't have nothing at all. And of course, they say the number of cats is what, 12? So the students in teacher May's class have either a dog or a cat or none of the two. All the students who have a cat also have a dog. Yeah. So if you have a cat, you have a dog. So which one of the Venn diagram? Let's see if we can figure out which of the Venn diagram shows that. If you have a cat, you have a dog. So that would have been the one contains the other. All right, guys, we're gonna stop here. Let me see if there's a next question. So, guys, all you have to do now, just make sure that you're following me on TikTok, follow me on YouTube, or when I come back to part 2. For those who want to do the workshop, talk to your maths department. Tell them Mr. Bennett is willing to come to your school to do a presentation on the topic of your choice. All right. So that's my number, 876-549-2161. Let's finish them out, no doubt. So see you guys in another video. Big up everybody. Much love. Much appreciated. I'm out.